name is Björn Hannappel. I'm working with EOS and I'm the head of sustainability at EOS. And EOS is a leading technology provider for industrial 3D printing solutions for metal and plastics. We're pioneers and innovators in integrated solutions for additive manufacturing. And at EOS, you get everything that you need for that. The 3D printers, the materials that are needed, as well as the process parameters to print. We're a family-owned business. We were founded in 1989, and we're located close to Munich here in Germany. And our company purpose is to accelerate the transition towards responsible manufacturing with industrial 3D printing. As I just said, our purpose is responsible manufacturing. And now the question is, how can be additive manufacturing responsible? And our answer to this is threefold. On the one hand, we are looking at responsible design. Secondly, we're looking at responsible and digital value chains. And thirdly, we're looking at responsible materials. So I have a few examples here for the topic of responsible design. On the one hand, this is all about lightweighting. Yeah? So having a less heavy part. And a very good example is this gripper. This gripper that you see here. And the cool thing about this one is that before it was 3D printed, it was a metal part, a cast metal part, and it was really heavy and really big. And now, together with our customer, Siemens in this case, we developed a 3D printed version of that gripper. The interesting thing here is that because of the reduced weight and because of the switch from metal to polymer to plastics here, we were able to reduce the weight and we were able to reduce the CO2 emissions quite a bit for this part. But what is also interesting is now, because this is much lighter than before, and because this is stick to a robot arm that then puts together battery cells for e-mobility, for electric cars, they can use now smaller robots because the part is much lighter. And because they use smaller robots, they can fit more robots into a production hall, which has a huge efficiency increase and less cost. So this is really a very good example on how additive comes together with carbon emission savings, energy savings, but also cost savings or an increased efficiency here. The second example would be part consolidation, the rocket engine. Actually, where if you produce that conventionally, you have up to 200 or even 300 parts. And with 3D printing, you can just print that in one piece and don't have to assemble it. So that enables a lot of weight savings as well, but also efficiency increase as well and reduces the cost. So that's a very good example. Part consolidation. Now, the third topic is functional integration. What does that mean? I have an example here. That's this inductor. And this inductor is used to heat up metal. And the metals then need to be cooled down immediately. Now, usually that's two steps in the process chain. But with 3D printing, you can integrate the cooling into this piece. And I can show you inside this inductor, there's little cooling canals that enables the immediate cooling down of the material. So that's what we call functional integration. And the interesting thing here is that you're using less material because it's you have the canals in here, and they're also more durable, and you have to exchange them a lot less often in the production. So you need to stop your production less often, which increases the efficiency, and it has a smaller footprint than the conventional parts. And last part here is the better performance, increased efficiency. And for that, I have here this heat exchanger. Only if you 3D print it, you can have that really small structure here, this lattice structure here, and has a very efficient way of cooling, of moving away the heat, and that is only possible with 3D printing and has a huge efficiency gain. So the next section is about the responsible and digital value chain. And this is all about producing what is needed, when it's needed, and where it is needed. And a very good example for this is these are glasses. So those are glasses from Umavo. And what they do is they do customized eyewear. So customized to your face. That's the digital part of the value chain. And we did an LCA actually on this eyewear to check where are the hotspots, where's the most emissions coming from, what can we do, what's the best option. And interestingly, the result was that 3D printed eyewear is much more sustainable than conventional eyewear. And the best result you will get with your individualized eyewear, because you only get one pair that fits to your face. And that is a very good example for the responsible and digital value chain. But also, if you look at spare parts, you can have like a huge warehouse full of spare parts, or you can just have a small room with a printer and just print your spare part, the exact spare part you need, in the quantity you need, at the time you need, and at the location you need. And by that decentralized production and on-demand production, you save a lot of energy, you save a lot of storage, you save a lot of transportation. That's good for the carbon footprint, but that's also good on the financial side. So now we're coming to the third area, which are the responsible materials. I just spoke about the LCA that we did for the eyewear. And one of the results was that the biggest impact on the carbon footprint comes from the materials, so from the 3D printing powder. So that's why we said, okay, we need to do something to improve here, to support our customers, to help them achieve their own climate targets. And I'm proud that we came up with two solutions on the polymer side and on the metal side, where we have on the plastic side a reduced carbon footprint of 45% compared to the original material. And on the metal side, we have a 25% improved carbon footprint. And here at Formnext, we want to award those front-runner customers who are buying the new materials. That's why we're handing over these two nice awards here on the polymer side and on the metal side to showcase our customers who are thriving or going the way towards more sustainable production. So, very good question. And the first and most important thing is that internally we have a team working on this topic. So there's a small central team dedicated to sustainability. But of course, that's not enough. So we're reaching out to all the colleagues globally of EOS in their respective roles to see what they can do to enhance sustainability, to move forward in this area. So that's very important because we have all these experts in their areas, and if they do their part, then we together jointly as EOS can become more sustainable in the future. That's one thing. The other thing is, of course, it's very important to reach out and to engage with your suppliers because every company has lots of suppliers and they're an important part of the sustainability journey. So starting the conversation, engaging, explaining, and also working together, partnering is key here to get more transparency, but also improve products from them. And then last but not least, what we're also always trying is to provide a benefit for our customers. So customers ask us, but we also want to proactively provide a benefit for our customers, be it on the data side, on the transparency side, or on the responsible product side, so that we help our customers to achieve their own sustainability targets. You need to create awareness, and AMGTA is a great place for the awareness, but it's also a great place for the networking, for exchanging with like-minded people and companies, and to learn, to hear what they are doing, maybe see if that is anything that we can also do at our own company, to talk to them, to get new ideas. And I think the topic of sustainability is just too big for one company to tackle it. So we need to work together in the industry. Even as competitors, we can work together on this topic. We all have our areas that we want to try forward, but I think sustainability is too big of a topic that we cannot not work together. So and AMGTA is the perfect place for the additive manufacturing industry to come together. I personally believe that innovation and technology can help create a better world for everyone. And I think that additive manufacturing will play a very important role in this. Maybe a role that we don't even know yet today or haven't fully discovered today, especially if we look at the resources and the resource use and the circular economy. I think there's huge potential in additive manufacturing, as well as in the use phase of applications of parts that we can produce with additive technology. We need to look much more on that, what we can save in terms of energy and also carbon and also money during the use phase of a part that was 3D printed in a better way and enhanced way. So I think there's a huge potential for additive to support a more sustainable world.
We want to share a huge thank you with AMGTA and its members for taking part in these conversations. You can watch the series at mansus.co.